everybody, welcome back to another video from CGN. My name is Endless88, aka Brad, and this is Missy, aka Medowin. Or is it Medowin, aka Missy? Who knows?
Don't know.
So
It depends on the day.
Exactly. So today, as you guys can tell, we're going to be talking about Death Unto Dawn patch 5.5. Hopefully you watch our other video where we did our reaction to the trailer. But today, we are going to be going over the preliminary patch notes. So it doesn't have exactly the full patch notes, right? Which only comes after they've taken down the servers practically, and which happens Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So 9 Eastern at night. So yeah, and then it'll be up I think at 3 a.m. Pacific, so 6 a.m. Eastern. So everyone get ready to figure out where we're going, or how we're getting into Endwalker for the most part. This is part 1. Part 2 comes end of May, which I will miss sadly because I will be moving, which is a good thing, but yes, I will be missing it until probably the end of July. So, cry.
Hi, Tone! Yay!
So, alright guys. So, let's go through this. So, we've already watched the trailer, so we don't need to do that. So, playable content. So, new main scenario quests have been added. So, as you guys can tell, I know some of these. It's kind of weird how they've set this website up. Yeah, see, they're all like tiny, because like they show 2 different things there. So Stinian, and then you have all the leaders, the leaders meeting meters. So
meters leading.
Meters leading. So Unto the Breach. So it's going to be in the Rising Stones, of course. And you can be talking to Alizé. And of course it just continues. Here be dragons. Oh, so look at that. We just go straight to the dragons. That's pretty cool. With righteous indignation, as is law. So we're just going straight to as is law, Missy.
Blech.
There we go. And then
Blech.
1, 2, 3. So in total, there are 6 main scenario quests. Hopefully, being that there's 6 quests, but hopefully there's a lot of story tied to those. So hopefully we'll get one of those. Please separate, please make sure you have enough time to watch these videos, because then that's when you just sit there with popcorn and you're just like eating and crying and being mad and, being pumped. And you're like, let's go. Missy cries.
Missy cry time.
Yep, Missy cries.
Missy cry time. My popcorn. That's how I get the salt on my popcorn.
Exactly.
I cry on it.
She cries on it. So Chronicles of a New Era quests have been added. So Yora, Dark Apocalypse. So this is the 3rd and final chapter in the 24-man for Shadowbringers. So of course it'll be a Calusia, the Dig Site Chief, Konog alone. So you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, and so the 4. And then after that, it looks like following are weekly story quests that may be completed to continue the story of Dark Apocalypse. So these are the ones that they're adding where it's just kind of like tying up the story. So there's 1, 2, 3. So 3 weeks of quests afterwards to go and do. And I think those 3, they're not going to have anything to do with you won't have to do those to do the raid. But yeah, so you can unlock each one of those every week. The Sorrow of Werlight. So this is Werlight, probably Werlight or whatever. So Duty in the Sky with Diamond. So this is the Diamond weapon quest line. So this is going to be the new trial. So it starts in the locks, and talk to the Resistance officer. 2 quests there. New side story quests have been added. So this is the Dragon Maid. So it looks like this is going to unlock some. This will be in the locks. Oh, I don't know. Innocent that may be obtained with that. So yeah, that's probably going to be. I'm not sure what exactly that's. Probably tied to the actual diamond weapon, most likely.
War Machina Fanatic. Players must have obtained all this stuff and a mount.
Ah, that's what it is. We'll see that later. So You know how you collect all the ponies, all the birds, all the dogs.
We'll have to collect all the gwibers or
Yeah,
gwibers or.
these are the Wyrens. Yeah, so yeah, that's all the Wyrens right there. Gwibbers. I thought they called them Wyrens, but so yeah. So this will be the quest to get your big dragon mount. It's pretty cool. So that's what that is. So custom deliveries. So it looks like we're going to be getting some more deliveries for one of the houses of Ishgard. So yeah, that's going to be the Firmament. You'll be talking to Francel. So the deliveries are actually a really cool thing if anyone doesn't really know about them, but that's actually how you get your silver and gold marks, and then you take those marks, and that's how you get your gear and your better weapons. So that's just how you do it. And there's little hearts that you fill up all the way. Like I've maxed out everything out, but you can continue doing them for more marks. So this is adding another custom delivery. So yeah, so we have 2 quests there. So adjustments are made to the summoner job quest to be second best. Players who accept this quest prior to the release of patch 5.5 must abandon the quest and restart it by speaking to your Mitra and Old Gridania, so by the waterfall. So New Game Plus, they're going to be adding in Eden and the Sorrow of Werlet and Tales of the from the Shadows. So if you guys want to relive those quest lines, you can do those. You can do those now. And Missy, it's Gaia. Yeah, from the other video, guys, it's Gaia. So treasure hunt. So it looks like rewards for Gilderskin treasure maps and Zoruskin treasure maps have been adjusted, and rewards in the dungeons of Lai Gaia have been adjusted. So I think that means they're going to be adding in the new recipe, because there's new recipes coming, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be adding the mats for those new recipes in there as well.
Different mats now in the treasure maps.
Yeah. And Missy, I'll let you...
lower the price of my coat and my pants.
Right. All right, Missy, I'll let you take the Grand and Free Company stuff.
Okay, Grand and Free Companies. New craftable items have been added to the company workshop. Sure, you give me all this stuff, company workshops.
Yep.
I don't know anything about this stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then they've got new stuff for the subaquatic voyages with your free company. New areas added. A wider selection of items can be obtained from voyages. And the maximum submersible rank has been increased from 80 to 90.
Nice. So those are the little submarines you could send for Grand Company. But it looks like a whole new house there, Missy. That's a new house type.
Yeah, I know.
So that's pretty cool. So it looks like you could start. So instead of having an actual house, it looks like you could start making actual workshops. So, which to me,
there's an awful lot of furnaces there. So
yeah, so that's probably like a blacksmithing like house.
Blacksmithing.
Blacksmithing.
I'm the one who's drinking Baileys and coffee.
Right. All right, Missy. Housing. You know you like housing.
Woohoo. Yeah. So furnishings from the Final Fantasy XIV Furnishing Design Contest have been added. So I guess the winners get their designs made into furnishings, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty cool stuff in there.
2017 and 2019, pre-COVID designs.
Right.
So they'll be mask-free designs.
Right.
So that's looking pretty cool. Oh, here's some of the new furnishings down below. Scroll down, Brad.
Scrolling down.
Keep going.
Keep it going.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. There's an Oktoberfest. Woohoo!
Right.
Big jug of beer and all the squashes.
There's that back wall painting right there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it looks like more of like an actual house. Yeah. So they're definitely doing like workshops
stuff.
and like stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
So we have new orchestrion roles been added. The layout of the online store and bonuses category of the orchestrion list has been adjusted to prevent song titles from being cut off. Good.
Yep.
Ooh, new aquarium fish have been added.
Yep.
That's a bit scary.
Big old whale in there. A shark, whale shark.
Wow, that's a great white.
Well, no, have you ever seen the whale sharks?
Yeah, but he looks different.
Yeah. Well, there's no teeth. Whale shark, I don't think has any teeth. I don't know.
Good, then he can't get all bitey.
Nope. Looks like we
A
got...
new seed for flower pots has been added.
Yeah.
Moth orchids. Ooh, we can grow orchids.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
There's vendors.
Mandeville gold saucer. Oh,
Yeah.
new triple triad cards.
Yep. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So looks like we're gonna get those. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Near Automata, gotta get her.
Yep. The chance for receiving the triple triad cards upon defeating NPCs has been increased, and the rules for building triple triad card decks have been adjusted. So before it was 3 stars or less, no restriction, 4 stars or higher, 1 only. So then you're going to have same thing with 3 stars, but 4 stars or higher, up to 2 cards.
Yep.
And then 5 stars, 1 only. So that's cool.
Yeah.
With better decks.
Oh yeah. No, that sucks when you're facing NPCs that have like 5 stars like all over the place. You're just like, how am I supposed to beat this?
It's like, no fair. We can't have those.
Yeah, I haven't. If I get in a triple triad, you know me, Missy. I'm there for weeks. Like I just
I know.
just get
You're
sucked
like,
in.
"Try it."
So I can't get into it. If I get into it, it's a collecting card game, and we all know how I'm all about collecting cards.
Yes. AKA Pokemon.
Yep. So here's the thing I was telling you about last time, Missy. So the following additions and adjustments have been made to the Domain Mahjong. So the display of the opponent names can be set to initials. Oh, so I guess it's Mahjong. I guess I was like, that's what threw me off. I'm like, can't you already do initials? So.
You can, because I play with initials when I stream it.
Exactly. So you guys will be able to do that now with Mahjong. I haven't really played Mahjong myself. New prizes are available for purchase using MGP. Players can now purchase certain prizes that were available during the Make It Rain campaign in previous years. Oh, that's cool. I wonder when that one's actually going to come back, because that's the time to make a lot of MGP. Also, Missy, remember to get your Jetbot ticket tonight.
Yeah, it's Saturday, isn't it?
Yep.
Ooh, I gotta do.
It'll be that tomorrow.
Nobody needs to see me sneeze.
Oh, I was like, does something really happen with the jackpot? Like, you're just like, oh. I was just like,
gotta go do it now.
I was just like, right? So miscellaneous here, guys. So prizes available in exchange for Chloe's gold certificate of commendation, Chloe's silver certificate of commendation, and Chloe's bronze certificate of commendation have been adjusted. So I have heard that the gold certificate of commendation, you can get a mount, and it can sell for like 12 million gil. So our friend Cars told me about it yesterday. I looked at it. So yeah. So do your wondrous tales. I'm gonna start doing those as well, because they've kept up with, upgrading the rewards on it, and it's still very valuable to keep doing. So, so this is big news. So the Trial of the Fox Hollows has been changed. So we'll see the pictures a little bit later on. But so right now it's Titan Unreal. Now it's going to be the Whirl Eater Unreal. So Leviathan. Woot woot. I need to start actually doing these.
I hate Leviathan.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's just, but, so I was actually saying, I wish we would get these hairstyles. Wish you get these hairstyles. Well, here we go. This patch is gonna bring up the hairstyles. So hopefully, Bunnies and Rothgar can use these in some way. I don't see why you can't put bunny ears through this, to be honest.
Yeah, we won't get them.
Yeah, I think like they need to start, like, if you're gonna put in new hairstyles, they need to work for everything, right? You know, they said the older ones they would have to go back and redo, but it's like, okay, well, either you add these hairstyles and they work for everybody, or you have to do these hairstyles and then special ones for the bunnies and the Rothgar. So,
Want to wear hats?
right. Well, hat
holes in the top.
Yeah,
holes in my sleeves.
Right. So
I get to put holes in the top.
So battle system. So we'll kind of go through this stuff right here, just because there's going to be a little bit of just tenuous things. Like I said, you guys can go through the full batch notes later. So they are updating the appearance of the target ring has been adjusted to make it easier to visually see the target's direction. So instead of just that little arrow in the front, which is right here, they're also going to show, I guess, little arrows on the side here on exactly where they're truly pointing, or where their purview vision. So I guess the vision of this ram right here would be between here. So if you walk past it, you're going to pull it. But if you walk up to this point, you won't pull it. So, yeah. So our new dungeon is Paglakthan. Yeah. So this, of course, is going to be a 4-player dungeon. It's going to be the new one, so they're going to exchange this one for not the last one that we did, which I think it tells it in here. So, but this will be, you need to be 490 or above, and I think it drops 490 gear to when you run it. So there'll be a quest to run it, which is going to be tied to your main scenario quest. So the cloud deck. So this is the new trial. So you're going to need item level of 495 or above. It's 8 players, of course. So you just have to do the starting quest for it. And then you have the cloud deck extreme. So that's going to be a average item level of 510 or higher. 8 players. The war leader. Yeah, unreal. So Leviathan gets to kick our butts and drown us again. So there's that. So that's going to be item level above 430 or above. So this does sync you, right? So this syncs you to level 80. Yeah, item level sync is 435. 8 players. Yeah. So it's actually shouldn't be that tough, but it's still going to be tough. And Cars, our friend, actually was telling us that they do add in, they have added in special things that the boss has never done before in these. So I've never done them myself, so we'll see. So the requirements to do him: so Idleshire, painfully Ishgardian man. So the drop rate of the Glibber Light of Triumph and the Seed of Sacrifice has been increased. So yeah, so that's just going to be the little item obtained is that, item required. Okay, so it's actually going to be the mount, I think, has been increased. So, yeah. Remember the Emerald. So it looks like they're trying to help people, I guess, get these quicker. These are the mounts, so you could get the big thing. Yeah.
What's the big thing?
The big thing, the big dragon. Your big dragon that you're going to get. He's going to show a picture up here at some point. The weekly restriction on rewards in Eden's Promise has been removed. So that means you can all go get your 510 weapons. Or, actually, no, I think they're 520. No, they're 510. Because 520 is the tombstones. So 510, so you can go get all your 510 gear out of there and your 510 weapon and all that stuff. So even though I will say this, get your 510 weapon through doing Bajda, guys. It's actually really cool, really fun. The number of blades of lost required to exchange for a defragment tombstone has been reduced from 7 to 4. So there you go, Missy. 4 right there.
Yay!
And you know what that means? I already got 4. So I can get my stuff on Tuesday. I'll probably get it for probably my tank. Probably I'll do the tank weapon or something. So the new Alliance raid dungeon, the Tower of Paragrithms. What is it?
Paradigm.
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 See, that's weird. It's like you want to say that G, but Paradigm has been added. So this is the 24-man, so you need to have an average item level of 495 or above. 8 players, or an alliance of 24 players. Of course, you have the requirements, so make sure you're just go unlock that stuff. So of course the rewards on here, 1 item per week, so make sure you don't roll in anything that you do not want, even greed-wise, or you'll be locked to it that week.
Yarr.
And of course you get coins. Once you complete it, you'll get the coins, and you can turn those coins into items that you can upgrade your gear from like another 10 levels. So that's how they kind of wind it together. They've been doing that since 2.0 practically. So let's see here. The following items will now appear in a treasure chest allotted to each party of an alliance when undertaking the copied factory. The number 2 Type B Material Storage Crate, Pod 054, I don't even know what these, Pod 316, 9S card, and then a bunch of music scrolls.
Are they not minions?
They might be minions. Yeah.
I think they are.
Okay.
I think I've got one.
And will now appear in the treasure chest allotted to each party of an puppet's bunker. Okay, so these are going to be like the default, like when you beat it, it's going to rip, like these will just all be there to be rolled on. So 2B automation, 2P automation, 2P card, a bunch of music scrolls. Players will no longer be rewarded cracked Stella clusters upon completing the puppet's bunker. I guess I'll do this one because it's Bozja.
You've been doing all the rest.
I've been just like, yeah. I mean, if you want to do Bozja, I mean, if you want, like I said, you've done it now. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about Bozja or not.
Go ahead. I'll take it after that.
Okay. So the only difference on here that I could tell you, so the resistance rank's the same, the metal's the same. So there you go, Missy. Now you know what you have to look forward to get to rank 11 afterwards. So you have notoriety. So if your notoriety is really high, you know those random fates, Missy, that pop up that are like the 1v1 ones. So
right.
If your notoriety is higher, you'll get pulled. You'll have a higher chance to get pulled into those fates.
Isn't it right now the person that does the most damage gets to do the one-on-one?
No, because it's
that's how it went.
No, for that it's just like whatever you're doing. I think it's just because I've been pulled in it before, and I know I definitely wasn't doing the most damage. I think it's just you have a bunch of people in there, and it's like you get to go. And right? Have you ever been pulled in?
No.
Yeah, I have been pulled in.
I'm always dead at the end. It's hard to get pulled in when your character's dead.
Okay, so here we go. Here's some cool little changes, guys. So the critical engagement Trample Under Hoof will no longer appear at the same time as Where Trode the Behemoth, and the Fires of War will no longer appear at the same time as Patriot Games. They will instead appear one right after the other. So that's good, because we've seen those, right, Missy? Where it's like they split them, and it's like normally you could barely fill, especially if Castrum's going on, you could barely fill one of those. And when you don't fill them all the way, like the boss is supposed to adjust to how many people it is, but it doesn't feel like it. Like especially that red chocobo, right, Missy?
Yeah.
We almost got it, but yeah, it was no good. The HP of the enemies in the critical engagement Tremble Under Hoof and the Fires of War have been increased. That's good, I guess.
No.
Yeah, you gotta take longer. It has to take longer now, Missy.
Well, who wants that? You psychopath.
No, I'm dismissed. Let's see. If the number of players who participate in a skirmish is lower than the number of players present when it first begins, enemies will be affected by the Hubris status effect, increasing their damage taken. Okay, so there's that. Hubris.
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 Yes.
Hubris. So, okay, all players will be granted the power of Echo when undertaking a critical engagement with a small number of participants. Ooh, that's nice. These are some good ones, guys. Like, now that I'm
Yeah,
like...
because we're getting our butts kicked if we only have like 20 people
Yeah,
instead of
that's...
48.
Yeah, that's crazy. The strength of the high morale effect granted to players upon winning a duel has been increased. So 30 minutes, so before it was 30 minutes, plus 50% medal earned. So if you win one of those one-on-ones, Missy, then you get a whole hour of double the medal earned. So if you do a castrum, you know how much that is? Like,
Nope.
that's like
Tell us,
20,
Brad.
that's like 20, 30,000 medal. And if you get into the dungeon, the DR dungeon, the 24-man, the second one, that's like 50,000 medal right there. It's crazy stuff, Missy. Yeah. Missy's all about Baj too. Just you know.
Not really.
Missy.
What?
Players can now increase mount speed.
Thank God.
Purchase a Bajjan Southern Front riding map in the Resistance Quartermaster to increase speed mounts at the Southern Front. So there you go, Missy.
Good, because it's like. Ugh.
Yeah. Completion of critical engagements and skirmishes will reduce the time remaining for a large-scale assault may be triggered. So Castrum's going to be triggering quicker. Nice. The following categories have been added to the Resistance Secretariat. Duels, notoriety, large-scale assaults, initiating large-scale assaults. The number of Bajjan coins awarded upon completing critical engagements will now appear in the rewards window. So...
Good.
I always thought they were there. I've always seen the coins on there, so I don't know. Who knows? Is this still... Yeah, this, okay. Yeah, this is still Baja. Okay, so the minimum number of players required to enter the DR, the Delblum Origini Savage, has been reduced from 48 to 24. The maximum number of players will remain at 48. So that's pretty cool. So... Because we got to go in there, Missy, to get Cerberus.
Well, you know Cerberus. The amount of players in there is going to go down, right? So they have to do something, because if there's nobody really going in there a lot anymore, then you'd be screwed.
But you know what's nice about this one too? You can queue for it. I think you can. Well, you can queue for the regular one. I'm not for about Savage, so. In the comments, guys, correct me if I'm wrong on that. Because I hope it's queuable. So, all right, Missy, I'll let you continue after that.
Okay, so the items required to enhance equipment purchased with Allagan Tombstones of Revelation, Crypt Twine, and Crypt Dusting can be purchased from the following vendors: Xyle and the Crystarium, Elfroy and Yulmore, and Fathered in Yulmore.
Sack of nuts.
Nut sacks.
Yeah, nut sacks.
Upgrading equipment. After acquiring the items to enhance your equipment from them, speak with She-Touch in Yulmore and exchange them for augmented gear of your choice. Yeah!
Woot.
So the following duties have been added to the Raid Finder, the Cloud Deck Extreme, and the War Leader Unreal. I don't even like, is that worse than Savage Unreal?
Well, it's Savage, but it's level 80 Savage.
Well, I won't be doing that.
Yeah, you gotta try it once, but it's up to you.
The following duties have been moved to the Duty Finder, Castrum Marinum Extreme. Players will now receive the power of the Echo in the event all party members are incapacitated during the following trials: Castrum Marinum Extreme. So the duties listed within Roulette Expert has been changed as follows: the Hero's Gauntlet Matoya's Relict to Matoya's Relict Pegathan.
Nice.
The required average item level to register for Duty Roulette Expert has been increased from 470 to 490.
Nice.
The duties listed within Duty Roulette level 80 have been changed as follows: the Hero's Gauntlet has been added, and the required average item level has been increased from 440 to 460. The following duty has been added to Duty Roulette Trials, the Cloud Deck. The duties listed within Duty Roulette Mentor have been changed as follows. New duties have been added: Pagelthan, the Cloud Deck, and the Tower at Paradigm's Breach. The required average item level to register for Duty Roulette Mentor has been increased from 485 to 495. And the Cloud Deck Extreme has been added to the list of challenges in Stone Sky Sea.
Nice.
So the feast. As Season 18 ends, Season 19 begins. When the season ends, the top-ranking players from each data center will receive vouchers via the Moogle delivery service. Players finishing in Bronze tier higher can claim rewards by speaking with the Feast Quartermaster at the Wolves' Den Pier.
Nice. Alright, now the ooey gooey stuff. So this is the dungeon items. So paradigms right here. So as you guys can see, so I can actually open it up. Well, it's gonna be tiny.
Yeah. Tinier.
Yeah, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Yeah. So yeah, definitely going to be showing a lot more skin with this tribal looking gear. So
the boys are showing a lot more skin.
Oh yeah. Of course, the cat boy, little like hip thing going on.
Of course.
And the cool girl right here, and of course the bunny, the sorority girl.
Love my cat boys.
And then here, Missy. This is some of the new recipes that you can make. What do you think of those?
It's almost like a Dorothy type outfit from the Wizard of Oz.
Right. It's kind of like
not but
yeah, it's almost or even just like, well, I mean, I guess that is Dorothy, but yeah, this is kind of like an old diner's like outfit almost, 1950s, 40s, 1940s.
It looks very country to me. Even his outfit is like more like.
He looks like Western. Indiana Jones almost in a way ish.
It looks Western to me.
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
Both of them.
So that's pretty cool.
I like her shoes though.
Right. So luxury traders have been added, offering rare and extravagant items. Ooh, those will be cool. I will have to check you out. Let's see here. Crafted item level 510 equipment can now be exchanged for upgraded item level 520 equipment. Okay. So this is craft item. Okay, crafted item. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of go through these a little bit more, guys. I said this is going to be starting to kind of be a little bit more, just a lot of information to go through. So kind of just go.
We're just going to skim the surface.
Yeah, skim the surface here. So category of certain items exchange for scripts has been changed. So this is your yellow crafters and gatherer scripts. Now you can, afterwards, they are now 61. The Phoenix triple triad card can no longer be discarded. Let's see. Certain items can now be sold to synthesize or submitted for expert delivery missions, which is good because I've been finding a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty sure you too, Missy. There's some things that are just like you have to just either destroy to get them out of your bag. You just have to discard them because they can't do it. So hopefully that fixes a lot of that stuff that we're messing with.
It's like, see the Phoenix triple triad card. So if you've got doubles of that, you have to hold on to it.
I think you can't discard them, but you could sell them. You could sell them for MGP, maybe. I've always sold mine for MGP, unless that's different. But yeah, I'm not for sure what exactly that Phoenix one is.
I keep destroying cards that I can't use.
Oh yeah, no, there's a seller in Golden Saucer. So you know where the mini Cacbok is, guy?
Yeah.
He's right there. You'll see MGP card seller.
Oh crap.
Yep. You've been missing out on a lot of MGP then.
Probably.
A lot, because you get a lot from there.
Well, nobody told me.
Yep.
I couldn't sell them. Like, for 1 gil, it showed to sell them. I'm like, screw that. So I just destroyed them.
It's like, so we got some new replacement tools have been added for Disciples of the Hand. So that's pretty cool. The order of special recipe categories for the crafting log window has been adjusted. So we got some of those. Players can now speak with the Count Char de Lamon Durandare to complete custom deliveries. So that's what we were talking about earlier. So we're going to get a new one of those. That's pretty cool. New Miner and Botanist gathering points have been added. New items have been added to gathering points. Players can now confirm the area of the map where gathering points appear via the gathering log.
Good.
So that's pretty cool. the Fisher action release list has been added. So, I mean, I've done fish, and I haven't really done the release. I've always kind of just butchered the fish and got the mats from them. But I guess this is a way to.
Heathen.
This is the only way to, if you're like, okay, I don't need these anymore, just keep on releasing. It just automatically releases the fish when caught. So it's like, oh, okay, caught, okay, don't need this crap, move it on. And I think that's mainly a way to save on bag space, maybe. So, yeah.
Well, and people just like, yeah, hoarding and keeping them is probably a little bit of a drain.
Exactly.
Especially, I mean, I guess they would keep doubles of things that you would need for cooking and things like that.
Exactly.
But if they have no use, then just
get
rid of them.
So new fish have been added. Dolphins and seagulls will now appear when ocean fishing. Yeah, so we have that. They do show that.
Look at that.
What?
Encountering a pod of dolphins or a flock of seagulls will grant beneficial effects to those aboard the ship.
Yep, I still need to actually try this.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Gull storm. Chance of landing high quality fish is increased. Level
Make sure you use an umbrella, because a gull storm you'll just be crapped on.
Right. The level cap for descendants have increased from 510 to 520, so that's pretty cool. So Ishgard restoration. So all this really is Fedes have been added. Is going to be a. These are pretty much like a celebration, practically.
By the way, Brad, fets.
Vets.
Fet.
Fet. Feedy. Let's call them Feedy.
No, they're feedies. They're fets.
Feedy. Feedies. Feedy rewards. Looks like we get a gazelle. I think it's a gazelle, right? It's like a really tall gazelle almost. Yeah, so we got those. And then we got those. I'm not sure what these are actually called, and I've seen them in game, but yeah.
Oh, they're weird.
So you get one with horns and one without horns, practically. Okay, so here we go. So probably tying up the video here. So right here. So once you get all of those Wyrums, practically, and they're called something different. This is after you get your 7 of them. This is the one that you can get. So it's pretty freaking cool. What do you think of that, Missy?
I like it.
It's black and red. Some gold.
Well, it's got a lot of gold. It's still not my aesthetic, per se, but...
You see how many people can ride on it, though? 2 people.
I know.
Look at that. I just noticed that. I was like, hey, there's 2 people on there. Man,
Hell with our wedding mount that I can get.
Man, that is... This is like a stealth fire. Like, this is a stealth fighter right here. That's pretty cool. Here's the barding for the diamond weapon. That's pretty cool. So these are the 2 pets. So you have a dolphin pet and a seagull. So for the fishing. All right. So we're not going to go in the system. We're going to let you guys. I think. Well, there was one thing I did want to go in the system. So this is kind of a bigger change, quality of life thing. So instead of going to Johannes and Old Gridania near the waterfall to get your achievements, and a lot of people don't even know that he exists, and that's where you get your achievement stuff from. A lot of people don't know this. Now they're going to be adding in the ability to, you got the achievement, you just press that button right there and you claim your reward. As easy as that. So hopefully they, use Johannes, in some other ways, but yes, this is coming on. So, and you'll see incomplete, but it'll actually show the rewards. So that's pretty cool. Also, just really quickly, the Explorer mode, if anyone doesn't know, that's the ability to go into a dungeon and just explore it. No ads. You're just able to, if you want to take screenshots, you want to take, free company photos inside of a dungeon, or if you just want to go and chill out and,
I want to read the scrolls, because you never get to read those sparkling scrolls on the floor because everybody's just running.
Oh yeah, there's actually a lot of lore and a lot of dungeons.
I know.
So yeah,
I've done them by myself and just tried to
Yep.
You know, just avoid the creatures to the best of my ability so I can read some of the lore. It's like so wasted.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so you go in there, and even if you want to listen to like Snowcloak, my favorite ones, which is the Warrens. Yeah, just go in there and just listen to it. But all right. Oh yeah. So new stickers have been added. So for like the G pose stuff, you can start, you know, messing with that in game and taking little cool, cute screenshots. So it's pretty cool. I'm surprised, Missy, you haven't really messed with that. I'm really surprised.
Eh. I like the fact that the new retainer exploration venture levels have been added. Thank God, because they keep bringing me the same garbage.
Right. Yeah, that definitely needs to be. They've also changed some stuff with the golden saucer on the duty finder. Let's see. Limited leveling roulette. Okay, so this one actually we will talk about because Cars was talking about this. So from the duty finder settings, we're going to select limited leveling roulette to enable this matching option. Parties must meet minimum size requirements. The setting is unavailable for solo duties or those requiring 3 or fewer players. Only the party leader settings are applicable. Parties must meet entry level for 2 or more. So what this means is, I think that this one actually, yeah, here we go. Parties that meet the minimum size requirements through leveling can now be matched to duties based on the level of their party. So as it says, if you have somebody at 70, 72, 75, 79, it'll average it down practically to a dungeon that is between 63 and 70. Instead of, so I wonder how this is going to affect like Satasha. You know, everyone loves Satasha, right? Very first dungeon that you always get. But you know, but I think what this will be is it just depends on well, it says duties within 8 levels of the lowest level party member. So yeah, so I mean with this, it's going to be one of those things where can it affect the older dungeons, you know? But I think this is taking it from if there's 4 of us in a party and we want to run a dungeon and we queue for a roulette, you know. But if you're a single player, you could still get Satasha. So I guess my concerns are just if everyone's grouping up and actually playing an MMO like it's supposed to be played with, then there might be an issue. But if you're queuing by yourself, then Satasha still will be queued for. Let's see, emotes. So they're doing a new little emote thing here. So everything's are separated a little bit better for everybody. So that's pretty cool. PlayStation 5 open beta begins. So that's actually pretty big. So yeah, so we're going to be seeing people on PlayStation 5 testing that out finally. And yes, that was it, guys. So we'll go all the way back up and just switch it to that. But alright guys, thanks for sticking with us. I know this was a long video, but again, like I said...
It's a long patch.
So, like I said, those are just preliminary. The full ones are crazy, but yeah, we won't be doing that one. But we definitely wanted to do a video with a new patch and give that to you guys and go through it and kind of give our take on it.
Cold Notes version.
Exactly. So yeah, so again guys, if you guys can and you like our content that we do, press that subscribe button, that like button, and leave us a comment. You know, what did you think about it? What are you most excited about for this patch? You know, did Missy make you laugh? Did she make you cry? You know, let's just start a conversation with us. We'd love to talk with you. Follow us on Twitch and Twitter.
Did you cry, by the way?
Yeah. Well, you talked about popcorn. Crying.
Why would popcorn make people cry?
Because you talked about you would cry into your popcorn and that would be your salt.
Yeah.
So.
Well, why would that make people cry?
Well, I don't know why you'd make people cry. I know Demi makes people cry. So anyways, yeah, that'll do it for us for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and learned a lot and excited for Tuesday. So with that, CG and family, you take care. You stay safe out there, and of course, stay healthy, with the world out there being as crazy as it is. So, this is Endless88 signing out.
And Meadowin signing out, also known as Missy.
All right,
Stay
guys.
safe out there, everybody.
Will do. All right, take it easy, guys. See ya.